masters and royalties. You can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos, knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made, walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser, I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's hear, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the band, young Chris a king, better age.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Starts with a carry by Dillon. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Von Bell. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
That confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Elliott going to get it again on second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That kick by the Redskins is a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their second drive here, the ballgame charge. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there that last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own. As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't make a few drives of their own.
Here's Huntley. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. The Bears 39-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, Elliott. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They go to Elliott again. So he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the right hash, this from 53. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Anthony Barr drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. After one on EA Sports. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A first down carry by Elliott. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, the Vikings are 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
On second down, here's the option. And this will be a Vikings first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Well, he's certainly dangerous when he spots a lane and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On the option, here's Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw, Huntley. And he rifles one incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Huntley to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Huntley completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Patterson's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Sauber. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This one finds Wilson downfield. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. In motion right is Wilson. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. In motion left is Wilson. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now, their playbook, and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up for the 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Back to throw again. This is brought in by Gibson. Touchdown Bears! Antonio Gibson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Off play action. Huntley. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Patterson's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead in the intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10. They're on the 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. They'll throw now on the final play. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Vikings take over first down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Off the play fake. Huntley. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Back to throw. Huntley. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Aiden Hutchinson
In there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Here's Andy Lee now, standing just outside his own goal line. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 11.
Now swing pass for Dillon. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Call that one from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll set up to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Kadarius Toney, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. But the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
They go play action here on first down. This pass is caught by London. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Again, it'll be Dillon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. It's their quarterback. His third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Bears use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Off play action. Huntley. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On fourth down, here's the option. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, had it and dropped it.
touchdown. Cade York on out for the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball. That's all she wrote.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st down 10. Their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 2nd and 10. Jones completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. Throwing Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 3 yards remain for second down. Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket. He got enough for the first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Jeremy Chin there defensively. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That's the gain of 5.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Got his target, Samuel. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st, and he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake. Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for two is denied.
Vikings 15. Wiley Patterson, the kickoff for Minnesota.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Chicago, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him.